Okay. You're good to go.
Okay, go ahead, you're good.
Am I? Okay, we'll do,
We're gonna open the meeting.
motion to open the meeting.
Motion to open the meeting.
I make the motion.
I'd like to make,
Your
I'd like to make a
second?
motion to open the meeting.
Yeah,
John Cardello. Stephen Cabot.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you.
Holly?
Stephen Cabot. Okay,
Okay.
you wanna do a roll call,
We'll
who's
do a
here?
roll call. We'll start with Sarah Bork,
Here.
John Cadello,
Yeah.
Barbara Breaker,
Absent.
Lynn Carney. Lynn
Charlie.
Charney,
Yeah.
Holly Gagnon,
Here.
Stephen Cabot,
Here.
Okay.
Frank Todd is here. Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome the guests that tune in, whoever they may be, and remind us that we're on television. Now I'll open take the motion to open the business meeting.
Yep, okay, so the first case for tonight is 148 Main Street. Do you have the agenda in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mark Savory, certificate for non-applicability. He wants to repair and replace the brick steps, the lattice, clapboards, paint,
and trim work.
and trim work. Okay,
Is Mark Savory here? No.
no Mark Savory?
But, okay,
All right. We will now proceed to
Sarah,
number,
can you
what?
call him to see if he's coming or not, or is that?
yeah, I have his, let me text, I've sent them a few, maybe they just got waylaid, let me just check on that. Cause we could, if they're coming or they're not, we could push them, but we do have, I believe we have an abutter, available, who's here to speak.
Yeah, that's Tim.
Tim, yeah. Mark. Alright.
I'm in a butter, but I'm 2 doors down.
Okay, let's see if he joins. We could talk to,
You want to go to Dan Sabansky?
yeah, I haven't heard from him. You wanna give him a minute to see if he responds on the text?
Sure.
Okay. Cause what we could do is, we could push it to the end and have the discussion and, yeah, he says he's joining.
Snow at 1:30 in the morning.
Okay. I think he's coming now.
Oh, does that mean I'm on if I can see you guys?
Hi, Mark, hi.
No, figure. Oh, yeah, here we go, yeah.
You got it?
My daughter's got her music on.
Okay. All right, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, yeah, how you doing? Thank you. Nice reminder.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm here.
all right, good, welcome. Okay, so we just read the application and you're for the certificate that you're seeking. I'm gonna start the presentation. I have some photos that I took. So I'm gonna just go through that and then
Yeah.
please feel free to speak to anything that you'd like. So are you
Okay.
able to see the presentation, the house?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. My own camera's in my way. I don't really know how to deal with it.
Oh goodness,
I
okay,
don't know
so,
why my webcam.
all right, well, we all struggle
would-
with these technologies.
Yeah. Yeah, I never liked that too much.
Okay, so
Screen sharing.
what we're
Oh, I
looking,
see the house. Yeah, I see it.
okay, very good. All right, so what we're looking at is the front facade of the house at 148. You've just recently purchased
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This house is showing, what this photo is showing is the context of the house, more of the overall elements, which include the balustrade at the top, and which
Yeah.
you're asking to remove, and the lattice at the front door. I'm gonna move through these photos. Oh, you're also asking to do repair work on the brick steps.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's an image of that balustrade that's in need of repair. Here's an image of the front door, the lattice at the front door.
Yep.
Okay. You have done the roof over. You've done a new roof?
Yeah, I had to get that done. It's been leaking like a sieve. But they left the balustrade, so I wasn't sure what to do about it. So I just hope I'm not getting more leaks if I mess with it.
Right, okay, so I'm gonna go back and reread your application, which is you want to do the front steps, repair them and replace them with new bricks. Is that correct?
No, it is not.
Okay, that's news. What would you like to do with the front steps?
No, I just want to reuse the bricks that are there.
But you want to repair it, right?
Yeah, because it's dangerous.
Okay, so repair and reuse.
I'm thinking if I put new bricks, it's gonna look weird because some are gonna be one color red, the other one's gonna be the other color red, you know? That would look kind of funny. So I can save the bricks, that's my plan, chip the cement off and save them, you know?
Okay.
Do you have an alternative if that doesn't work out?
I guess if some of the bricks are unsavable, I would have to put new bricks, I guess.
Or you
Unless you have any other
can,
suggestion.
you can buy old brick. Brick,
Yeah, actually, I'm sure I can find some. I know if landscapers had, and, some stone guys, cement guys, I'm sure I can come up with some too.
yeah, I was gonna say, see my son Brooke, he's got a number of pallets of it, of the old brick.
Oh, yeah, all right, good. Yeah, good to know in case they stop breaking up on me.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the balustrade.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, you guys can talk about it, I don't really know what to say. I mean,
But you're requesting to take it off.
yeah, because I thought I needed to take it off to do the roof. At this point, it's really, 6-1, 6-1, half dozen the other. At this point, I'm not really sure on which way to go, but whatever you guys think is fine with me. I'm really, either way. So
Well,
I thought I had to remove it to fix the roof, but I guess that they didn't have to remove to fix the roof. That's what I was worried about.
Okay.
so,
Oh, okay.
so you're willing to repair what's there?
Yeah, if you guys want me to fix it up, I'll probably, I'm not going up there, I'm afraid of heights, but. So I can sort of,
Okay. All right,
I'm just worried with the snow road, like if the snow comes down, well, that rips it off all these years, so it'll probably be all right.
it's been there my whole lifetime.
You
Yeah,
could probably go like an AZAC product and make it so it will last, so you won't have to keep on repairing it.
No,
I'm not rich, you know.
I mean, if that went from
Do
1970,
you ever price that stuff now? Oh my God.
Well, it beats replacing it every couple of years.
well, what's there now is over 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It was built in 1917.
Yeah, it's old, huh?
Yeah,
Still stands.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, I could probably fix it up, or I fix it up. What are we gonna do? Where they could leave it doing the roof, that's kind of was my big concern. Like, I thought they were gonna remove it to do the roof, I didn't understand it go. I don't even think the middle balustrades really touch the roof hardly, I guess that's what happened.
yeah,
It's just resting on the
yeah,
middle.
it appears that way. I'm not really sure how it's
Yeah, I looked
fastened.
up there, and I think you're right.
It lets the water through.
Weird.
no, that's part of the decor of the house.
Yeah, it would be, it would be really sad if it was to disappear or not be, I think it would be, but if you're willing to fix it, I think that would be great. Seeing that you were able to do the roof, to repair the roof.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, I think it's pretty unique looking too. I've never seen that on any house, or either an old house in Salem. Kind of a weird thing on there. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, so let me go to, just so that you know, this is a history of the house that I can share with you after the meeting in an email. And it talks about the home's character. This home was built in 1917, which I thought it was earlier than that, but it's 1917. Frank thought it was after, he thought it was the 1930s, but we were both surprised by the date, so 1917. And it was designed to be looking in this style, which is the colonial revival. So in this narrative, talks a lot about the historic character and how it interacts with the streetscape. So I think that it would be a real loss if we lost all of that historical detailing.
See,
Yeah, no, it does look neat, the roof thing. Neat. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm gonna fix it up.
Okay,
It does look cool. And it's very,
good to know.
yeah, Miss
the
Collins.
lattice work.
Miss Collin was a school teacher, and she grew up here in Rowley. Her mother was part of the town, early town parts here, and she was a school teacher both out in Utah and in Newton. And when she came back to Rowley, she I think took down 2 houses and built this house. And she was a big part of the historical society too.
So, Mark, did I hear that you, okay, so part of your application is also to dismantle or take away the lattice around the front door. Now, the lattice to me looks like it's in good shape though.
Yeah, I gotta look at it. If it's in good shape, and I probably wrote a lot of things on it. I was kind of rushed at night doing it because I was thinking about all this stuff. But if it's not rotted, if I'm looking at the pictures now, it's like looking at pictures seemed to make it look better than when I was there. So it's like, yeah, if it's not rotted and falling down, I could probably just paint it.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a couple of times. Because if I had to repair that, I'll never find the match. And I don't know that kind of money to be spending a custom carpenter to remake the whole thing identical the way it is. I mean, labor was cheap back then, you know?
No, that's in fairly good shape. I think it's just a matter of a little bit of repair and some paint. will do
Yeah,
you.
if I can just break it.
Yeah,
It adds to the value of the house.
definitely. I agree with Frank. It is so unique, Mark.
No, it is. I'm looking at it up close, you know, it's like, I'm just so busy all the time, I don't pay attention to detail sometimes. My brain's always somewhere else. No, it looks pretty neat though, like if it had actual flowers growing up, it would look better. Get some morning glories up there or something. They'd probably follow the uprights anyway.
Well, I think it's a win if we keep it. My vote is to keep it if possible here. I think this one is, I could be swayed on the balustrade, but this is no way. This one is just too important to that face, that identity to the streetscape, to the heart of the home, you know, and it has that little seat area at the front door, which is super cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great project for you to get in on and really celebrate the uniqueness of this home.
Yeah, if it's not, I don't, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look bad about it. I don't know why it looked so bad when I was there, but probably scraping some painting, a couple pieces of wood, probably be all right. It looks straight, I don't see anything sagging in the picture.
Yeah, this is from today. I went up and I took this photo today. Holly or Steven.
Does that say 146?
It does, I noticed that today. I know, it's weird, right?
It must be 146, 148 or something maybe, because it's a two-family.
Yeah.
It is, it was,
Two family.
when I was in.
Yeah, well, according to the gas company, there's only one gas meter. I argued with the guy for 20 minutes. He said, you only have one gas meter. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue. There's two of them right in the picture, you know, but the other one doesn't exist.
I've always known two families living there.
Two.
And I can remember back during World War II when the Stemlers came on from New York State, and the father worked for Hytron over in Ipswich. And Bing Stemler was in my class, and he ended up being the valedictorian of Rowley Grammar School. And the last time I ran into him was in Syracuse, and he was head of the public transportation buses and trains and everything in Syracuse. But that's the ones I know that used to live there.
Oh, you know, you remember your history, you better write it down somewhere. It was there forever.
Maybe Holly or anybody else have comments?
Okay.
Yeah, I think the lattice looks like it's in good shape, but I guess I question that piece up on the roof. It does look like it needs a lot of repair. So I don't know if when you get into it, you're gonna wanna be up for that amount of work. So I guess, I don't know if you wanna talk about, if you don't up for it, what do you wanna do?
Which one are we talking about? Sorry, I was getting a text from my wife.
Straight like up on the top of the roof. I think it's gonna need a pretty good amount of repair.
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna look at it closely. Did you look at it close? I haven't really.
Yeah, I mean, the lattice looks like it's in good shape. The railing around like the bench seats looks like it needs some repair too.
I think you take down the three sections. I think you take down the three sections and then you repair them and then you put them back as units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
How much do they know it costs? Do they have a preservation fund or anything to help me out with that? It turns into like thousands and thousands of dollars to just one baluster.
Yeah, I guess I just wonder with like the height and it's kind of meticulous.
Well, they gotta have a boom lift, I mean, so they gotta have something up there. The ladder, that's almost too much.
Okay. We got any more questions?
Spending a ton of money keeping it going.
Yeah, I think that would just be a question like.
Welcome to Antique House 101.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, well, I think, do we have any more questions?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to save it, so my point on both of, yeah, on the baluster, I'd like to save it. Even if I don't get to it for 6 months or a year, you know, as long as we can fall down. Let myself spend a lot of money there and then recoup a little bit.
I would suggest that you're dealing with an unknown right now in terms of the cost, and if there's any possibility, when you do get the cost, that you're making a decision other than repairing it, that you come back and talk with us about that issue.
Okay, I wouldn't do anything, I would not like remove anything without asking, I kind of know about that.
Right, but I'm saying you should really get an estimate or two from contractors who do that work to find out what's involved, whether they'll do it in place. I think that Holly's right, they're gonna have to remove it and then reinstall it. I don't see it as a very expensive option, but you've gotta get some prices.
Yeah. I agree, I'm in agreement.
Okay,
Okay,
all righty. Now we'll put this to a vote.
well, vote for, he wants to, a vote to remove it, the permission to remove it. We've all decided, and through further inspection, where, you know, even Mark is like, well, this looks better than I thought, so I think it's really a conversation. I don't think it's a vote tonight,
Okay,
except for
Well,
the
like I said
stairs.
before, I was really worried that I had to remove to do the roof. That was my big, that was the real reason. It's like, geez, if I gotta remove it, slice it off, you know, and then they throw it in the ground, and then it's all broken, I gotta try to reassemble it. I kind of thought that's what they would have to do, but they didn't go right under it. So that kind of solved the problem with the roof. I don't have to do it now.
Tim Young, do you have anything to say?
No, I like the detail. I don't think the millwork would be very expensive, but, you never know until you get into it. It's obviously gonna be the labor and the removal cost. And either getting people up on the roof with ladders or, it looks pretty heavy to me. It looks like it might get some sort of a frame.
Well, the three parts on the roof there, it's three sections, and if they're unhinged and then drop down to the floor, ground and then reassembled, then taken and put back up there once they've been painted, then it doesn't look like it's doing any damage, but it looks to me like it's a win-win.
No, that's what I would suggest. I think, it adds to the character of the house. It is different. And, I'd be in favor of keeping it if it is all possible.
Thank you. Okay. What are we doing?
So we're gonna take, so I think what the plan should be is we're
Let me-
encouraging him to keep the design elements. We can take a vote on the repair of the brick stairs, reuse as much as possible, and possibly source maybe locally somebody who has maybe some brick that would match. Does that sound good, Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question, it's got like nothing to do with anything I wrote down, but I was talking to the woman next door, and she said somebody was gonna buy it before, and they didn't, but they had a plan, because there's not like parking, and they don't want to
park on
park
the street. They had a plan of like filling in off the
sidewalk
sidewalk for a parking lot, but I don't really see how that would work because you can't get a curb cut, probably drive over the curb.
Unless you want. What do you guys think about any kind of extra parking there, like what, any ideas what I can do? Because everyone's gonna be parking on the street, you know, if you get everyone's got cars these days, you know?
Well, you've got an area there between this building and Phil Light's house, which is down
That's what I was wondering.
towards Central Street. You could work something in there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that worked, if that's allowed, or maybe I should think about, I don't know, just the parking is gonna be a problem, everyone's gonna be on the street. You know, if you got people with kids now, kids get cars, next thing you know, there's 3 cars, there's only
Right.
room for 1 or 2 on each side, they block each other in, but yeah, so. I mean, someday I'll probably come to you guys with, I gotta come before the board for them to fill that in and do a parking area, put a lot of it in or something, is that how it works?
No, I don't think so, but I think I think it would be great as part of like a master plan for the property that we kind of have an awareness of what's going on, but you know, parking really isn't come under our purview. However, maybe this is a great conversation for Ken Ward. Or the.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Police department.
or even Kirk Baker could advise you on curb cuts, because I know that is part of the state, and I know that's a really long process. So maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
I want to do that,
yeah,
or I never
maybe-
want to do that again.
yeah,
You just
so-
can't be in a hurry.
Yeah, right.
Because the guy put the addition on the historic house next to the post office, and he's just driving over the curb just about now, because I don't know if he can get a curb. They put the nice addition on between the Baptist church. and
That's
Baker.
right. Yeah, the Morrisseys.
And he doesn't have to stop, it's great, yeah, but he's just driving kind of up over the curb and to the right now.
Yeah, it's true, yeah,
Which I guess is what I would have to do here if I did something like that.
right. I guess just keep us informed, and, you know, you're more than welcome to come to us and have these discussions. You know, we're here to guide you. And look what happened tonight. We're keeping a lot of the character of the house just through this discussion. So it's a win-win for everybody tonight.
So what am I supposed to do with that little garage over there?
What-
I don't mind, I like it. Like,
What's
it's
the
just so
garage?
weird, it's so
Garage is
far
on
in
the
house,
side.
It's that odd.
It's, well, make some recommendations.
No, I don't know, I don't really have any. That seemed like it had a curb cut though.
I don't know, Mark. It may be something that we can talk about. We have other cases tonight that wasn't on our agenda, but
Oh, no.
yeah, no, but
There's a driveway on each side of the house.
there is a driveway. I don't know. Let's maybe the chairman and I can have a brainstorm about that over the weekend.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so
I'll get
let's
to the tow shelves ready.
right. Okay, so let's do a vote on the bricks.
Okay,
I'm gonna,
I'll take a vote now on the bricks and
a
repair.
motion to approve the
Motion to approve the
brick step repair.
brick steps, repair, etc.
I'd like to
Okay.
make a motion to repair the brick stairs with the existing brick on whatever it takes to make it back to brick.
Good job, John.
Okay.
Stephen Cabot, second. All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Sarah Bork? Aye. John Cadillo?
Yep.
Aye.
Barbara Breaker?
No.
Not here. Lynn Charney?
Aye.
Holly Gagnon?
Aye.
Stephen Cabot?
Yep.
Aye.
Frank Todd? Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, he's gone. I don't know.
Okay,
Thank you,
item
Mark.
number 2. 66 Main
No, I
Street.
have to come. Somehow it's muted. All right, thank you guys.
Okay, I'll be in touch through email, and maybe the chairman and I will run some brainstorms about the garage, okay?
All right, all parking, thank you.
And I'd like to thank Tim, I'd also like to thank Tim tonight for coming and your input on, it was great to see you tonight.
Well, it's good to be here. Thank you for sending the letter. I did want to just, and we're probably closing this issue, but does Mark have any plans long-term to change the footprint? Or can he change the footprint?
No, the footprint of the house?
Yeah.
No. Not at all. You have some brand new septic system, I don't wanna go near that thing anyway.
I know it's kind of tight back there. But good luck to you, and if I can be of any help to you, Mark, I've got an old house, and I can share your pain.
All right, thank you much.
All right.
Okay. Item number 2, 66 Main Street, Dan Stefanski. Certificate of non-applicability. He'd like to put on new wood shutters to match what it was when he first bought the house.
Okay, so, hey Dan, welcome.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Okay, so what I'm showing now on screen is an image of today. This is today. And this is throwback 1986. And that looks really nice. So, any discussion?
Any discussion is right. Dan, you want to emphasize on it?
No, I think it's a great move to put it back on.
Who said that? Was that Len?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
I agree with Len. This is Holly.
Okay. Well, we'll do a roll call vote then. Sarah Bork,
Aye.
John Cadillo,
Hi.
Len Chani,
Aye.
Holly Gagnon,
Aye.
Stephen Cabot,
Aye.
Frank Todd, aye.
All in favor? Motion carries.
Congratulations. That used to be Arthur Peabody's house way back when, and then his daughter married one of the Fosters, and then they lived there. And my buddy Nettie Peabody, who I grew up with, I was in that house quite often, once upon a time. Okay, no comments.
No, because it looks amazing. It'll be great. Dan, thank you for coming tonight, and good luck.
I like your gardens.
Dan, you're on mute. Okay, there you are.
Thanks very much.
Okay, bye. Okay, I'll send you your certificate in the mail.
Okay, item number 3, 164 Main Street, Nicole Thornton, Condo Association. The
Hey,
old-
Nicole. There she is. There she is.
The old bank.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so we were just reading we don't really have an application. We're here tonight to discuss, engage the commission's view about the missing cupola and some of the damage that has happened. So if you could fill the board in a little bit about what has happened over the last 2 months.
Sure. So over the last couple of months, there was some pretty severe leaking into the unit below the cupola. We've been starting to just rot in general on the building, and that obviously became a priority. So we have an insurance claim for the interior of the building, but obviously had to have it repaired prior to us doing the interior repairs. We got a quote to have the rot repair, like just basically replace the rot in the cupola. But when our contractor went in and opened it up, he said that the rot was so extensive and that it really wasn't ever built properly. Whoever built it just like a cupola should not be built on top of a building. It wasn't flashed, there wasn't roofing underneath it, and for that reason, it rotted the sheathing. They had to replace all the boards on the roof, and he basically said it's going to be more cost effective, and I'm going to better be able to repair the leak in the roof if we just take it apart, because it's just always going to be a problem. He said it was basically like a giant bathtub for collecting water. So we had to have it moved, and they sheathing and, put roofing over it that currently matches, pretty good match. That was my concern, that it would stand out like a sore thumb with new roofing, since it's, been up there for a few years. I know how the sun can affect it. So now we just wanna get your feedback on whether or not you think that we should invest the money in getting a cupola, and whether or not that's, something that you think is of value to that particular building.
Thank you. Nicole, question for you. Does the cupola exist or was it completely dismantled?
It had to be just torn apart.
Oh,
The rot was so extensive, there were carpenter ants in there. There was just no way, he said he could repair it. It would just cost so much money, and we would probably still continue to have problems with it. So, what he has suggested, and, he had said that he'd be willing to talk to the board if they want to talk to the board. But what we thought that we would do in the spring, we wanted to get through the winter, obviously, with all the rain we had last year. And then, whatever snow we're gonna be getting. We just really want to seal it up for the season so that the unit owners could repair the damage that's in their unit from the water leak. We were planning on looking into quotes for a prefab, cupola, one that's custom built for this. He said it would just be a better option, because then the people who make cupolas know how to make cupolas. It's not just a carpenter saying, oh, I can make this look like a cupola on top of a building. So that's something that, we could look into and get quotes on. But if you don't think it's necessary, then then we'll go to the association and vote on whether or not they want it.
so I am going to say that what makes that cupola so special is that it's that vertical element on the streetscape that I can speak from history. I think John was with us back in the day, maybe Frank. That went through an extensive design review process with the architect, Matt Cummings, and the developer, Kenny Hamilton, back in 2010. It had several iterations. There were different designs trying to match different elements from the community. Unfortunately, I'm sharing my screen right now, but Frank has brought in a photo of the building that was
The old Ipswich Savings Bank.
there before, and it had a small cupola. So in a way, this was maintaining the idea of that cupola at that location for that building. So for me, I think it's a real loss, because it really adds to the style of the architecture and certainly helps with the streetscape. And that's just my personal opinion, and I'll leave it there and let others. So my vote would be to encourage the board to do something.
How old is that cupola that's on?
John, were you part of the original team on this?
No, I wasn't privy to that. That was before me.
Okay, so I've got this. We agreed on that design in 2010.
That's what I figured, it was around 10 years old.
Yeah. It's just so unfortunate it wasn't built correctly.
The main building sits on the foundation of the old Ipswich Savings Bank.
I feel like right. There was a bank there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a store. Can you hold up the picture, Sarah?
I'm gonna try.
Oh. cute. Is that the bank?
Yep.
Good lord.
I can email this to you, Nicole. I'll have to take a picture. This, Frank found this in his files in his office.
Okay.
Sarah,
Yeah.
me. Do you mind
Oh.
if just give it,
Did you get it?
no, just yet.
This is for the viewers on YouTube.
There we go.
That's a classic. Okay, so 2010.
The original bank was built by Trussell out of Hamilton, Bob Trussell. And of course Ken Hamilton did the
Did the whole development.
last time around, yeah.
Right. What are other people's feelings about it?
I mean, I was gonna say, I feel your pain right now because we just had a major leak in our cupola. Our barn is 100 years old, but we've been dealing with leaks for years from just the cupola. It's awful, but I do feel like the cupola totally gives it that barn feel.
Yeah.
Particular building, and I think if you take it off, it's gonna lose that like barn feel. So it is like a very important element of that building, I think.
I agree.
Ultimately, I agree too, but I have to present it both
I
ways.
know. I totally, I know what you're going through, it's awful. Yeah.
I think he has the right idea, the contractor that added just superficially on top of the roof.
Yeah,
And probably try to isolate, just use it as just what it is on top of the roof, so it's
Right,
not
and
in that.
with a PVC material as opposed to, the wood, this one was,
I'm looking at the black and whites, and it looks like there's no PT, no pressure treated. It just looks like regular pine.
yeah. I
Mhm.
gotta, my phone's right thingy.
The,
Maybe I don't know. I just know we have a lot of carpenter ants
yeah,
yeah.
it's so
They
unfortunate.
love wet wood.
Yeah.
all over the building.
Stinks.
So we're starting to repair it now, we're starting to slowly do repairs, and replacing like the sides of the the corner, boards with PVC as well, just so that we don't have to deal with it going forward.
Is insurance able to cover replacement of a new one? No.
Like, it's something that's happened over time, so it would be like deferred maintenance, so,
Right.
but they cover the leak inside, the interior. But insurance never pays for repairs anyway, they only pay to do damage due to an event, so.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't know if they would like actually help you replace it, but I guess that makes sense.
So Nicole, the only thing I would caution you with is that sometimes those units that you can buy tend to be rather small. And so the scale, matching the scale of this particular cupola will be very important. I think if you put some.
I agree, and
Yeah,
I agree, and the builder, I've talked to the builder about it, and he knows that I'm meeting with you tonight, and they have, the company we're looking at is called Valley Forge Cupolas, and they, you can make custom cupolas there with your specs. That's how we would go about doing it with the custom. So I was actually, Sarah, gonna ask if you could send me just a snapshot of the plans so
Yeah.
that we could get the dimensions. I mean, it may not be exact, but the scale at least will be close.
these, Nicole, these are the original plans. Okay? Now,
Yeah.
they were not intended to be tie-dyed, but they're tie-dyed now. There was a leak here at the annex building up on the second floor.
In the cupola?
Yeah, no. No, but these were the ones that were assigned by the commission, and I had them here, and, well, they got wet, so now they're tie-dyed, but I will send you the official drawings. This is all I have. They're paper and they're
Okay.
tie-dyed, but they are the original. I also found in the file those iterations, but they were very different than what actually was finally approved. So I'm not gonna send you those because they're really different.
Okay,
And they actually have round lights in them, and I like the rectangular look, actually.
yeah, and these are just shutters,
Yeah,
kind of, you know, like that bluebird
yeah,
look in there right now, so, once I have a thing, I guess I'll just send you guys a copy of it.
Okay,
Is
that's
that what
great.
you would have to do?
yeah, sure.
Okay. And it may not be like until the spring or, I mean, I have to get the contractor, we have to figure it out, and then before we order anything, I guess I'll send you the
Yeah.
plans of what we're planning on doing.
Yeah, I
Um,
think,
Is paint scheme important? Does it have to be black there, or could it be white?
on the louvers,
Yeah,
I think that's a really good question, and personally, I think that the black louver gives it some contrast. See how it
Okay.
works? Look at the streetscape. See how it works with the
Yeah.
church? It just has this, I don't know, a connection between the two buildings, even though they're on opposite sides of the street. So I would tend to go with the darker for the contrast of the
Okay.
detail.
okay. All right, I'll let him know that.
Okay. All right, well, we can just, so there's really no decision of the board, there's no formal, but I think what we're hearing tonight is the encouragement for you to put this back. Because it just,
Okay.
it's, and we can write you a letter if you would like this board to write you a letter of support in highly encouraging you to put this cupola back, then
Okay.
that's something that we can do.
Okay. Stop, Mabel. Sorry. Doesn't like to be ignored. Do you?
I think Mabel voted for yes.
How did you know it's Mabel? Oh, did you just say?
Did you take your elbows off the table?
So write a letter.
All right, well, thank you guys for your time, I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, and we'll
And
stay
if
in,
I can just get dimensions of that and like just a picture, you don't have to give me the plan, Sarah, just like take it on your phone or something, you know?
okay, you got it. You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, and if you want the letter,
Thank you, guys.
I'll write you a letter if that, you know, like maybe like a notations of our discussion tonight?
That would be great, I would appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time.
you're welcome, Nicole, thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Am I free to leave?
Yeah, please, go right ahead, bye.
Mabel wants me to feed her. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Okay,
Okay, guys.
now, do we have any minutes?
The notes, right. I put the notes in everybody's to-go home package or mailbox package.
Okay, then I had a couple of questions here.
Okay, what is it?
I was gonna say, comment on Ashley Village. I like the way it's coming out.
Oh, yes, it's looking good, yep.
Everything is working well. And Moransky, I noticed the pipes are down.
Oh, yes.
And the historic district signs,
Yes, you and I need to continue to work on that.
okay. And beyond that, the Historical Commission has no agenda items. And we'd like to thank those,
Can we take a note, can we take a vote on the notes?
yes.
Motion to approve the notes?
Motion to approve the notes as written. Okay,
I'll make the motion to approve the notes.
Thank you,
That's right.
Holly. Thank you, Holly. A second, please.
Second,
John. Thank you, John.
second,
Got it.
you want the rest of them?
No, roll call, I guess, approve.
Roll call, okay, Sarah Bork,
Yes, aye.
John Cadillo,
aye,
Lynn Charney,
Aye.
Holly Gagnon,
Yep.
Aye.
Stephen Cabot,
aye.
Frank Todd, aye.
Okay, motion passes. Notes are approved. Now we have to do an adjournment. We're good. Motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn. I will take the motion to adjourn. Who's gonna make the motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
John?
I'll second.
John and Len? Len seconds it?
Yep.
Oh, good. Then, Sarah Bork,
Aye.
Holly Gagnon,
Aye.
Stephen Cabot,
Aye.
Frank Todd, aye.
Okay, that's it.
Das ist alles.
This is it. We're done.
Thank you. Thank you for attending.
Everybody stay healthy.
Take care, everybody.
Stay well.